Right, let's see. Are we working? I think we looks like we are. Yes. Evening all. Give us a thumbs up under the video if we're working. And you can hear me, etc. as per usual. That's helpful, thank you. That mouthful of tea. Gosh, that's hot. Right, let's give it a second to see if is there anybody there. Evening, Gary. Marvellous. Evening, Peter, Stella. Yes, excellent. We must be working then. Paul. Hello, hello, hello. Right, hello. Right, yes, just about recovered my that horrible flu thing. It's taken weeks to get rid of. A horrible sore throat and one thing and another. Just about gone. Still got a bit of a tickly sore throat, but never mind. We live to tell the tale. Had one of those weeks where just everything's gone wrong. Doesn't seem to matter what I touch, everything goes wrong or doesn't work or some complication or other, and I don't know, one of those. Evening, Peter. So yes, never mind. We are getting there. So a brilliant bit of film to show you shortly. I've found. I was running rent internet. Yarmouth in the 30s is really interesting. Elaine, Roger, story of my life. Yeah, I know a lot of us, I think. But never mind. Yes, so spares sale wise, cracking on with that. There's about another 100 lots to add. There's some good stuff, so hopefully, fingers crossed, if everything works tomorrow, they'll be up. Some more locks. There's a high top back bonnet sort of front. There's fortune telling cards. There's some fortune teller artwork fronts. There's some Brian's clock artwork. You know, front things. Some Allwyn back. So Brian's backflash and some Allwyn deluxe, like the centre card things. What else is there down there? I'm trying to think. There's a Jennings Governor top casting. There's a Mills 4 in a top casting of 4 Crown, I think it is. Base plates. Some oak, if you're doing your Allwyns, etc. Need some oak, which is really hard to get hold of these days. There's lots of oak planks. Springs for different machines. Don't know what they're all for, just all mixed up. Where we clear the workshop out. Loads and loads of springs. So I'll back them up into 4 or 5 lots. Yeah, so lots of good useful stuff. So fingers crossed if camera holds up, etc., etc. I'll get all that done tomorrow. And then we'll try this timed auction thing, so everything will end on Sunday, but there won't be live bidding as such. We're going to give that a whirl for the spares. Here we get on with that. But obviously I'll email out details once it's up. And I've sorted all the settings out because I've not done one before. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. Right, yeah, I was rummaging around idly with a cup of tea, as you do, around the internet and YouTube and whatnot. I found this brilliant little film, which I meant to put the link in the video description. So if you're watching this on catch up, as it were, not live, in the description below will be the link to it, so you can go and watch where I found it. Not that particularly matters. I've downloaded it so I can play it out, so I'm not trying to play it from YouTube going back out again, which is we get hiccups with. So hopefully it will play out reasonably smoothly. And it says it's a short video produced by Great Yarmouth Council in 1933 promoting tourism in the town. Actors Jack Hobbs and Dodo Watts present the film. It shows many of the tourism aspects of the town, including the racecourse, the waterways, Britannia and Wellington Piers, the Winter Gardens, the Pleasure Beach, seafront and beaches. It's only about 5 minutes long. The commentary to it is brilliant, very proper English, very jolly. And so yeah, we'll have a look at that and see what you all think. I found all sorts of interesting videos. What I want to do is, once I get the kind of the history pages of fairgrounds and arcades and piers and everything else which I'm working on, and amongst everything else on the website. And I'll pop these videos in because there's lots of videos about, but they're kind of not easy to find always. You kind of come across one and then you find another one and so on. So it'd be nice to put them all together so they're easy to find. Anyway, I shall stick my headphones on so I can listen to it as well, rather than talk over it, the commentary. And then if there's anything interesting, type in the comments as we go along, and then you can hear Jack and Dodo's lovely commentary. Right, so here we go. If I click the right button, hopefully this will work. This button, there we go. Right, let's try this.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, how are you?
I think so.
Grand day, isn't it? I think we shall have a good trip. I'm so glad. Shall I pull this up?
Yes, will you please?
Right here.
Hopefully the film sound's coming through. Give us a thumbs up.
Right over in Yarmouth.
I so we are. And this is the famous beach, eh? I've never seen anything so perfect. Miles of it glistening in the sunshine.
Wellington Pier.
More sail. Why, there isn't a beach in England to compare with this.
Here's the Britannia Pier.
Long may Britannia rule the waves. This is a grand way of getting one's bearings. There's nothing like a plane if you want to cover the waterfront. And there's absolutely everything a holidaymaker longs for here. Gardens, waterways, sports grounds, everything. Just my idea of what a seaside ought to look like. Landing now? Splendid. I've got someone to meet me, you know. Ah, there she is, bless her. Thanks for a marvellous trip. Hello, my darling.
Hello, dear.
Goodbye, and thank you so much.
Goodbye.
Have a good trip.
Oh, rather.
Oh, Jack, the air is glorious. I'm going to enjoy every minute of my holiday.
Our holiday. I suppose you think you're a complete guide to Yarmouth now. You forget I've seen it from here. Honestly, I was amazed. Just look at these waterways, for instance, winding in and out of these gorgeous gardens.
Oh, I've never seen anything so lovely.
Aren't they? The bathing pool is popular too. Grand for the kiddies.
And the grown-ups, evidently.
Well, everyone feels young in Yarmouth. I'm going to buy a little bucket and spade myself tomorrow.
Look.
Well, it's a perfect setting for you, darling.
Jack, you're getting that Yarmouth feeling already.
Well, I haven't felt so energetic for years. The only trouble is there's so much to do, I don't know where to start. We must explore the Wellington Pier. That's an entertainment in itself. And then we can listen to the band this evening.
Well, let's dance in the Winter Gardens and have tea there. I'm positively ashamed of my appetite.
Well, I'm proud of mine. There's only one thing you can't do here, and that is to reduce your weight.
I'm not going to try.
My darling.
Nice, isn't it?
We'll have some fun here. It's good to watch, but it's better to bathe in. Some nifty swimmers, too, and divers. Gosh, how happy they all are.
Everyone's having a good time.
And get it. I hear something in my line. The pleasure push. Come on, I'll try anything once.
Here's a real thrill.
This is where your inside changes gear every other second. Hey. Good night. Well, off that screamic railway, this looks really peaceful. Wimbledon will have to watch its step.
I'd love to see you playing bowls, Jack.
No, I'm not the sort of Jack you've seen on a bowling green. At least, not for another few years. See, it's jolly lucky our holiday coincided with the Yarmouth summer meeting. I can't get wrong today. I'm beginning to get black looks from the bookies. Come on, Gordon. Wreck another record. You've done it, too. Good for you.
This feels as if the scenic railway had put out to sea. Hello!
This looks a bit more peaceful. What about settling in one of those cozy corners and taking things easy? No, we've been doing it a bit, haven't we?
Yes, but there's still lots we haven't done.
I should think these girls never leave here. Non-stop feeding, continuous stuffing. They've got the real Yarmouth appetite. Take a look, lady. Ships at sea, smacks on the jetty. Big Ben and Barnacle Bill the sailor, all for a penny. You know, the concert party's got a kick in it. We must see them again, and the others.
Grand show, isn't it? But Tina keeps looking at me all the time.
You must inspire him.
Well, something's caught your eye,
Oh dear, someone, and very nice too. Well, there's no need to be dull in the evenings, eh? Well, it's more like Venice than anything I've ever seen in England. Why, that boat is just like a gondola along one of the canals. Oh, look. Sailing through the gardens at night. It's heavenly. Lively crowd on board, too. What a wonderful time everyone has here. They must have drowned Dora ages ago.
too. She's still alive at some seaside places.
But she couldn't live a minute here.
Charming one who dwells among the bowers.
Fit as a fiddle and ready for...
The Wellington Pier Winter Garden.
I'm not going to miss a single dance.
They call this the Winter Garden. But I'm full of the joy of spring. On with the dance.
Hard to get that sunshine in your heart. Oh, tell me, beautiful.
What a wonderful time we're having.
And what a wonderful place it is. The wisest thing we've ever done was to come to Yarmouth.
It's the end of a perfect day, Jenny.
And the beginning of a perfect holiday.
There you go. Now, wasn't that rather jolly? I'll just turn that off again. Yeah, pretty good, eh? Let's, let me put this over here for a minute and just do this. Yeah, the waterways. Yeah, I haven't been up there, that end of the front, since they've been restored. So I think they've done part of it, haven't they, or half of it or something. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to go and have a look. Paul says, "Can remember going on the waterways in the '60s when I was a kid." Yeah, I don't think I ever did. Unfortunately, but I do remember the Giant next to the scenic railway in the Pleasure Beach. He's not there anymore, is he? Or is he? I can't remember. I don't think he is. But, yeah. Lane says, went 2 weeks ago, 25 miles away. Grandkids love the arcades, but definitely won't be rushing back to take them. It's not quite what it used to be, is it, sadly? But there we are. Things change, I guess. But yeah, I thought it was a brilliant little bit of film. Interesting, I was reading up the actress there, Dodo Watts. Jack Cobb and Dodo Watts seemed to be quite big film stars back in the day, back in the mid-30s. It says here on Dodo Watts' page here that she was in various films into the mid-30s. Then when her career wound down, she became a businesswoman, owning a successful millinery firm in London's West End. Was later a casting director, head of casting for ABC Weekend, which is later Thames TV, and she was responsible for casting Diana Rigg in The Avengers. There you go. Avengers was fabulous, wasn't it? Yeah. So hey ho, I thought that was a really interesting little bit of film. There's all sorts of bits and bobs. If you like that, I'll perhaps find another one next Sunday, different places. You rummage around, quite people have put up, bits of old cine film they've found in the, clearing out the grandparents' house or whatever in the 60s and 70s of different seaside resorts and things. Every now and then you get a little glimpse of an arcade. There's a fair bit of the fairground stuff. There's hardly anything of arcades, of course, or not that I've found anyway. I guess they just weren't very interesting things to film, unfortunately. Get the odd little quick snip of somebody pulling a one-arm bandit handle, that's about it, really. But we keep on looking, see what we can find. Anyway, so that's that. If you didn't see the other night, we got these 3 Fab Magic machines in for the next auction. If I click the button. So we got the spirals. This is the first spirals Brian's made pre-war. And then they didn't put them into production. And in effect, they never went into production until Roger Gilman in 1985, I think it was, ordered several sets of magic machines for collectors, which are usually the ones that are grey with white crackles, so grey over white, as opposed to blue over white as they were originally. So yeah, so this is the first Spirals magic machine, with a letter from Brian's confirming it. And we've also got the disappearing disc. Again, this is the first disappearing disc Brian's made, again with a letter to confirm it from Brian's. And to complete the set, we have the string cutter. Again, the first string cutter they made. The string cutter and the disappearing disc, they were both sold originally to Australia. There's a note on the letter. Can't remember the name offhand. Then came back here in a bit of a state and got restored. And so all 3 have been restored, matching finishes. We'll be selling them separately. A, because obviously 3 together would be a hell of a lot of money in one lot, and B, because I know lots of collectors have got 1 or 2 magic machines. They're looking for the ones they haven't got. But it'd be nice if somebody bought all 3, kept them together. Possibly a collector that's already got 1 or 2 might fancy buying the set, as it were, and then selling the ones they've already got again. Who knows? But yeah, pretty special set of machines. So going to be good to see what happens with those. Oh, there's just a few odd quick snaps I took of some of the spares I mentioned earlier on, which are going to go in next Sunday's thing. So Mills top casting there, back bonnet casting, which are like rocking horses do, aren't they? So hopefully that will sort something out. It's got a missing. This is interesting. Front door of a machine, that's all it is, but a machine I've not heard of before. Little shocker machine. Some Parvalux motors. Brand new in the box. These are the ones Pete Barson used in the working models. Yeah, there's the machine artwork I was talking about. Brian's backflashes and all in deluxe pieces. Oh yeah, some tin eggs for the Reichardt, the little clucking chicken machines, or the Witch's Cave. They both use the same eggs. A good re-chromed Mills handle there. Save you the job of re-chroming it. Springs galore. There's 2 boxes of springs all mixed up, so I'll split them up into 3 or 4 bags or something. You never have too many springs, can't you? Mills light up. Coming under the other day. A big train machine. Big train set. Good for operating. Yeah, there we are. Leave them scrolling around for a minute. So that's where we're at with that. So these will be on the machines, obviously, April the 2nd auction, entries to which are open. If you've got stuff, get it to me in the next couple of weeks. There's a batch of unrestored machines, recent barn find coming in. About 8, I think there is. Hopefully they'll be here probably end of the weekend, something like that. So good restoration projects for people, which are getting really hard to find. Trying to think what else I know that's coming in. Can't think off the top of my head. Yeah, brain's a bit addled. But yes, we'll see how we get on if you've got stuff. So the usual slot machines, fairground art, advertising stuff, shop things, mechanical music, radios, etc. Then get in touch. Paul said, just wondering how they got away with the clock paying out 24 pennies when the legal payout was 12. I don't know. Those backflashes, they are Ooh, can I see? I don't know if I can zoom in the picture big enough to see. Let me see if I can find it on my desktop here, wherever I put it. Because they're not original Brian's ones, but they're period ones. They're by like Samson or somebody. Hang on a moment. What have I done with them? Let me find it. I don't know if I can zoom in on here and have to see it. It might not be because it's only a quick phone snap. Oh no, yeah. So it says on the dial. It says replacement dial by Bradley's of Birmingham. Assuming that's Bradley's, as in Bradley's Challenges, etc. So that's quite interesting. So was that a conversion Bradley's did maybe to double the size of the payout? So it's both hands at 12 pays 24 and the jackpot. So it was paying out a lot, wasn't it? Was it effectively a club machine with that size payout on it? Don't know. Interesting question. Or did they just do it and hope nobody noticed? Anyway, I think there's a couple of those. Just an interesting thing, isn't it? If you've got a clock, frame it and hang it on the wall. The All Deluxes there, as you can see, they've not even been cut out, so they're printed on metal, new old stock, as it were. I'm printed on tin plate or aluminium, whichever it is. I'm not sure actually. Never been used, so they just need cutting out. And there's some Bolland's fortune teller dials as well there. You can probably see behind just about. Yeah, electricity front door thing. Electricity is live. Is the Minerva Automatic Company, 120 York Road, King's Cross. I've never heard of them before. I don't know if they're the maker or the operator. Interesting. Don't know. If anybody knows, let me know. So there we are. What else do I need to tell you? Can't think of anything offhand. Any questions, comments, anybody? Anybody need to know anything? Fire away. When's Alan due? I think he's coming on the 13th, I think, next. Let me just check. Yes, so Alan's due on the 13th, so that'll be the day after the spares auction, which is handy if you need any spares picking up and delivering. Gary says, I'd hardly like to ask, but how is the DVD coming along? Ah, yes, that's a very good question. I still need to go and do another day's filming with Paul. Finding the day is a problem at the minute, but now I'm sort of back on my feet again, desperately trying to catch up with everything else that's been going on. And yeah, apart from anything else, since we started, I think Paul's bought back another 20 machines, so the past year. We will get there. We will get it sorted and get it done. And yes, I'll have a chat with Paul about that in the next week or so, hopefully, and try and find a date to go and finish off and get it edited. And because away we go, and Easter's rapidly coming around again, isn't it? Scary to get it done. Yeah. So yes, I haven't forgotten is the short answer. And yeah, also, you know, we want to organise another few get-togethers for the summer at various places. So that's another job on my list. There's just been rather a lot going on the past couple of months, as most of you know. And hey ho. Yeah, so as I say, I'll put the link, once I finish this video, I'll put the link to that Yarmouth thing where I found it on YouTube in the description below. Or obviously you can rewatch this video anyway if you want to watch it again. Yeah, if any of you come across any interesting videos like that, send me the link to them. Because A, I'd like to see him, and I'm sure other people would as well. I did find a one with some arcade stuff in. I think we might have looked at before, a British Pathé one. But that was quite good. We'll have a look at that next time, perhaps. Right, any more from anybody? Anybody need to know anything? Our tea's just about cold, so it must mean we're about on Harper's Day, which we are. So keep an eye out for the spares auction finishing off. Get your stuff to me for April the 2nd auction. Next video, Tuesday night. I'm around Cambridge pretty much all week, I think, if you need to come and pick anything up, drop anything off, come and have a chat and a cup of tea, whatever. I think it's going to get very cold, isn't it, the next few days? It's going to get very cold and it's going to rain relentlessly by our weather forecast, so we're looking forward to that, aren't we? Never mind. So yeah, I've all gone quiet, so I think it's probably it from me. So we'll catch up again Tuesday night, all being well. And you know where I am in the meantime. If you want me, I say, if you find anything interesting to look at, send it on over. Send me a link or email it to me or whatever. And we can share it all next time. That's it. I'm off. Nighty night.